Good afternoon and welcome to the 2019 Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee. I'm Marisa Porto, Executive Editor of the Virginian-Pilot, coming to you live from the studios of WHRO. This is the 12th year the Pilot and WHRO have joined forces to host the Bee. I'm excited to watch along with you as 63 students from across Hampton Roads vie for the winning word in today's competition. In addition to learning the rules of spelling, they're learning vocabulary that will enhance their communication for the rest of their lives. One of them will go on to the National Bee in Washington, D.C. in May. Which one? Depends on how well they do each time they step up to the microphone and spell their next word. Let's not make them wait any longer.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Live from the WHRO studios, the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee.
R-I-C, rhetoric.
Correct.
May I please hear it in a sentence?
Hello, I'm Raymond Jones, your host for today's Bee. We know these spellers are eager to begin spelling, but before they do, I'd like to welcome and introduce our impressive panel of judges joining us today. Bobby Fisher, writer and editor, a judge since our first spelling bee and today's word pronouncer. Sarah Shapiro, Vice President of Education for PBS, the Public Broadcasting System, and Shanna Gray, Senior Content Editor of the Virginian-Pilot. Along with these champions in the studio, we have a teleconference center full of proud parents wishing good luck to their spellers. We're streaming live at WHRO.org, and you can join in the Bee conversation on the WHRO Education Facebook page. Now, on to the first round of today's competition. Speller number one, Casey, please step to the microphone. Tell us your name, first name and last name, and the name of the school you're representing.
Hi, my name is Casey York, and I am proudly representing Gildersleeve Middle School.
Casey, your word is barley.
Barley. B-A-R-L-E-Y. Barley.
Correct.
And Evan, you're number two. Come on down and tell us all about yourself.
Hello, my name is Evan Straw, and I'm proudly representing Old Donation School.
Your word is opera.
Opera. O-P-E-R-A. Opera.
Correct.
Next up, speller number three, Sanaya. Come on down.
Hello, my name is Sanaya Badger, and I'm proudly representing Oscar Smith Middle School.
Sanaya, your word is dairy.
Dairy. Am I saying it right? Dairy?
It sounds correct.
Can I get all information regarding this word?
It is originally English. It's a noun, and it refers to a room, building, or establishment where milk is kept and butter or cheese is made.
Dairy. D-A-I-R-Y.
Correct.
And Selin, speller number four. Let's hear all about you.
Hi, my name is Celine Taylor, and I am proudly representing Nansemond Suffolk Academy.
Selin, your word is reckless.
Reckless. R-E-C-K-L-E-S-S. Reckless.
Correct.
And now to speller number five. It's Ryan. Ryan, come on up.
My name is Ryan McSpedden, and I'm proudly representing Independence Middle School.
Your word, Ryan, is tutu.
Tutu. T-U-T-U.
Correct.
Here's Kirsten, speller number six. We'll find out all about Kirsten.
Hi, my name is Kirsten, and I'm proudly representing Crittenden Middle School.
All right, your word is stringy.
Stringy. Can you use in a sentence, please?
Sure. The chef said that the best beef brisket consists of the most stringy fibers.
Stringy. S-T-R-I-N-G-Y. Stringy.
Correct.
And the speller number seven, who is Sebastian. Sebastian, come on up. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Sebastian Cordero Muniz. I'm representing Hornsby Middle School.
All right, Sebastian, your word is muddle.
Can you repeat the word?
Muddle.
Can you give me all the information?
It is from a Dutch word. It's a noun, and it means an untidy litter of heterogeneous things out of place or order. The sentence is, the floor of Martin's room was covered with a muddle of clothes, sports equipment, shoes, and CDs.
Muddle, am I pronouncing it right?
It sounds correct.
Muddle, M-U-D-D-L-E.
Correct.
And here's Victoria, our speller number 8.
Hi, I'm Victoria Vidal, and I am proudly representing Virginia Beach Middle School.
Victoria, your word this round is womanly.
Womanly. W-O-M-A-N-L-Y. Womanly.
Correct.
And let's hear from Faith, our speller number 9.
Hi, I'm Faith Stump. I'm representing Berkeley Middle School.
Faith, your word is magazine.
Magazine. M-A-G-A-Z-I-N-E.
Correct.
Nizera, your speller number 10. Tell us all about yourself.
My name is Nizera Wright, and I represent Churchland Middle School.
All right, if you can just speak up just a bit. Your word is broadleaf.
Broadleaf?
Broadleaf.
Broadleaf. B-R-O-A-D-L-E-A-F. Broadleaf.
Correct.
And speller number 11, David. Come on down, David.
My name is David Gossick, and I'm representing St. Matthew's Catholic School.
David, your word is massage.
Massage. M-A-S-S-A-G-E. Massage.
Correct.
And to Tyler, speller number 12.
Hey, I'm Tyler Hawkins, and I am proudly representing the students of Grafton Middle School.
Your word is anvil.
Anvil. Origin?
It's originally English.
Anvil. Am I saying it right? Anvil?
It sounds correct.
Anvil. A-N-V-I-L. Anvil.
Correct.
William, speller number 14. Let's hear from you.
I'm William Bland, and I attend Plaza Middle School.
William, your word is sable.
Sable?
Sable.
Sable. Will you please provide me the definition?
Yes, it is a carnivorous mammal of northern Europe and parts of northern Asia that attains a length of about 18 inches exclusive of the tail. It's one of the most valued of the fur-bearing animals, especially for its very dark skin.
Sable. What is the language of origin?
It's from a word that went from Slavic to German and then to French.
Sable. S-A-B-L-E. Sable.
Correct.
Deanna is speller number 15. Come on down, Deanna.
My name is Deanna Allen, and I represent Northview Middle.
Deanna, your word is topical.
Tropical?
Topical.
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 T-O-P-I-C-A-L.
Correct.
Andy Schratt, wearing number 16. Your time at the microphone.
Hi, my name is Ishrat Farah, and I am representing Booker T. Washington Middle School.
All right, your word is kith.
K-I-T-H.
Correct.
Melissa, number 17. Come on up to the microphone.
Hi, my name is Melissa Henderson, and I'm representing Jolliffe Middle School.
And your word, Melissa, is waywiser.
Waywiser. Can I have the language of origin, please?
It's from a Dutch word.
Waywiser. W-A-Y-W-I-S-E-R. Waywiser.
Correct.
Okay, and now to Paris, number 18.
My name is Paris Pope, and I'm here representing William E. Waters Middle School.
All right, Paris, your word is honcho.
Honcho? Can I have the origin?
It is from Japanese.
H-O-N-C-H-O, honcho.
Correct.
And Kiera, number 19. Let's find out all about you.
My name is Kiera Keytowns, and I'm representing Georgie Tyler Middle School.
Your word is brackish.
Brackish. Can I get the origin, please?
It's from a Dutch word.
Brackish. B-R-A-C-K-I-S-H. Brackish.
Correct.
Lauren, number 20, come on up to the mic.
Hello, my name is Lauren Schneider, and I'm representing Christ the King Catholic School.
Your word for this round is average.
Average. A-V-E-R-A-G-E, average.
Correct.
And Demi, number 21, let's hear from you.
Hi, my name is Demi Magnini, and I'm representing Star of the Sea Catholic School.
Demi, your word is walrus.
Walrus. W-A-L-R-U-S. Walrus.
Correct.
And Charlie is speller number 22. Come on up, Charlie.
Hi, my name is Charlie Somerville, and I'm representing Peasley Middle School.
And your word is mohair.
Could you please repeat the word?
Mohair.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Sure. For her birthday, Linda got a matching scarf and sweater made of mohair.
Mohair. M-O-H-A-I-R. Mohair.
Correct.
And now speller number 23, Alyssa.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Petty, and I'm representing Deep Creek Middle School.
All right, Alyssa, your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is scow. It's a part of speech, and it refers to a large flat-bottomed boat with broad square ends that's used chiefly for transporting sand, gravel, or refuse. Scow.
Scow. S-C-O-W. Scow.
Correct.
Michaela, number 24, let's find out about you.
Hi, I'm Michaela Montgomery, and I'm representing Sims Middle School.
Michaela, your word this round is gospel.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Father Thomas preached the gospel in church every Sunday.
Gospel. G-O-S-P-E-L. Gospel.
Correct.
And coming up next is Jasmine, speller number 25.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Johnson, and I am proudly representing Smithfield Middle School.
Your word is bonanza.
Can you repeat it, please?
Bonanza.
What is the language of origin?
It is a word that went from Latin to Spanish.
Bonanza. Am I pronouncing that right?
Say it.
Bonanza.
It sounds correct.
B. Can you repeat the word?
Bonanza.
May I start over?
I'm sorry?
May I start the word over?
Yes.
B-A-N-A-Z-A.
Incorrect.
Hi, my name is Mariah, and I am representing Lansdowne Middle School.
Your word is mongoose.
Mongoose. M-O-N-G-O-O-S-E. Mongoose.
Correct.
And here's Tatum, speller number 27.
I am Tatum Smith, proudly representing the students of Poquoson Middle School.
Tatum, your word is orchard.
Orchard. O-R-C-H-A-R-D. Orchard.
Correct.
Elena, number 29, come on down.
Hi, my name is Helena Reeves, and I'm representing Camden Middle School.
And your word is foist.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Brett knew that Karen would foist another kitten upon him if he wasn't careful.
Place of origin?
It's originally from a Dutch word.
Foist. F-O-I-S-T. Foist.
Correct.
And Trevon, you're number 30. Come on up to the microphone.
Hi, my name is Trevon Hayes, and I'm gladly representing Lake Taylor Middle School.
Your word is crimson.
Can you say it again?
Crimson.
C-R-I-M-Z-I-N.
Incorrect.
Levi, you're speller number 31. Let's hear all about you.
My name is Levi, and I'm representing Toano Middle School.
Your word is Netherlander.
Netherlander. Can I please have the definition?
It is a native or an inhabitant of the Netherlands.
Netherlander. Capital N-E-T-H-E-R-L-A-N-D-E-R. Netherlander.
Correct.
Okay, and Lila, first and last name and school you go to.
Hi, my name is Lila Rosen, and I'm proudly representing Norfolk Collegiate School.
Your word is dogma.
Can you repeat it, please?
Dogma.
Can I have the language of origin?
It's from Greek.
Can I have the definition?
It is a doctrine or body of doctrines of theology and religion formally stated and authoritatively proclaimed by a church.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Dogma.
Dogma. D-O-G-M-A. Dogma.
Correct.
And Tion, speller number 34.
My name is Tion Gardner. I'm from Renaissance Academy.
Your word is zenith.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Winning the faculty award was the zenith of Stephanie's teaching career.
Z-E-N-E-T-H.
Incorrect.
Isaac, speller number 35. Come on up to the microphone.
Hi, my name is Isaac Torres, and I'm representing Page Middle School.
Isaac, your word is electoral.
What? E-L-E-C-E-C. Wait. All right. Can I repeat the word? Repeat the spelling?
Sure.
All right. E-L-E-C-T-O-R-I-A-L. Electoral.
Incorrect.
Ian, speller number 36. Let's hear all about you.
Hello, my name is Ian Lindo, and I'm representing Victory Elementary School.
Ian, your word is cosmetic.
Cosmetic. C-O-S-M-E-T-I-C. Cosmetic.
Correct.
And now to Cameron, speller number 37.
Hello, my name is Cameron Satter, and I represent St. Patrick Catholic School.
Cameron, your word has a homonym. The word is Kona. It's a noun. It's from a Hawaiian word, and it means a storm of southerly or southwesterly winds and heavy rains in Hawaii.
Kona?
Kona.
K-O-N-A. Kona.
Correct.
And Kaya, speller number 38. Let's hear all about you.
Hello, my name is Kaya Downs, and I proudly represent Dozier Middle School.
Your word is behest.
Behest?
Behest.
May you use it in a sentence?
An investigation was begun at the behest of the U.S. House of Representatives.
Word of origin?
It's originally English.
Behest. B-E-H-E-S-T.
Correct.
And Maisha, our next speller, number 39. Let's hear all about you.
Hi, my name is Maisha Hawk, and I'm representing Western Branch Middle School.
All right, can you speak a little louder, please? Your word is condor.
Can I have all the information, please?
It is from a word that went from Quechua to Spanish. It's a noun. It refers to a very large American vulture having the head and neck bare and being one of the largest and most powerful of all the flying birds.
Can you repeat the word?
Condor.
Condor. C-O-N-D-O-R. Condor.
Correct.
And Elijah is our next speller, number 40. Come on up.
I'm Elijah Rennell, and I'm representing Gateway Christian Academy.
Your word, Elijah, is aquatic.
Aquatic. A-Q-U-A-T-I-C. Aquatic.
Correct.
And Cameron, number 41. Let's find out about you.
Hi, I'm Cameron Boyd, and I'm proudly representing the Academy of International Studies at Rosemont.
Your word is safari.
Safari. S-A-F-A-R-I. Safari.
Correct.
Shrivarun, number 42, let's hear all about you.
Hello, my name is Shrivarun Hathwar, and I am proudly representing Norfolk Academy.
And your word is rucksack.
Rucksack. What is the definition?
It's a bag or case, often of canvas, supported on the back by a strap over each shoulder.
Rucksack. Rucksack. R-U-C-K-S-A-C-K. Rucksack.
Correct.
And Julie, number 43, let's hear about you.
Hello, I'm Julie Simons, and I represent River Road Middle School.
Your word is dearth.
Dearth. What is the origin of the word?
It's originally English.
Dearth. Can you give me the definition, please?
It's a deficiency or inadequate supply of something or of some quality.
Dearth. D-E-A-R-T-H. Dearth.
Correct.
All right, and we're going to take a break. Be nice to our spellers. One has a black belt in Taekwondo. Another of our students is a competitive fencer. And we'd love to see pictures of your bee parties. If you're having those today, send them to #BeeWatch. Be watching. We'll be right back.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
I'm here on the sidelines with WHRO President and CEO Bert Smith. Hi, Bert.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm just great. Tell me a little bit about how all this came about.
Yeah, so it was May of 2007. I was recently hired, and I was reading the Virginian-Pilot, and they had the champion from our region at the National Spelling Bee. And I have a history of the other stations I've been at of bringing spelling bees, and obviously there was not one being broadcast here. So I called the reporter who happened to write the article. I didn't know anybody at the time, and said, I'm new at the station. I'm running WHRO. I'd like to broadcast the bee. And here we are 12 years later, still broadcasting this bee, and the spellers get better and better every year.
Now think back, have you ever participated in a spelling bee or?
You were going there, okay. All right, so yeah, when I was in, elementary, middle school, we had our class bee. You have a class bee, then a school bee. Very first word, and I thought it was really easy, so I spelled it really quick, and the word was built. And I said B-I-U-L-T. Well, they all know that that's wrong. And I realized as soon as I said it, that was wrong, and that's my bee experience. One word out, never to spell again. It's really sad. It's a scar on me that I still recall. So yeah.
What does this mean to the station?
Well, it's, WHRO is owned by the 19 school divisions, and it's so important that we celebrate smart kids. You celebrate basketball players and football and baseball players, but I love that we celebrate smart kids. And so today is a great example of some of the smartest kids in Hampton Roads coming together to show how great spellers they are.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lisa.
Okay, reporting from the sidelines, I'm Lisa Godley. Back to you, Raymond.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Bert. And we're still in round one. We'd love to see pictures of your bee parties. Send them to hashtag WHRO Bee Watch. Hashtag WHRO Bee Watch. Let's get our next speller up. It's Luke, speller number 44. Tell us all about yourself.
Hi, my name is Luke Brady, and I am representing Stonebridge School.
Hi, Luke. Your word is nosh.
Nosh. Can I have the definition, please?
Sure. It's to eat a snack.
May I have the language of origin, please?
It's originally German. It became Yiddish before being adopted by English.
Could I have it in a sentence, please?
Sure. Becky and her sister usually nosh on fruit after school.
Nosh. G-N-O-S-H. Nosh.
Incorrect.
All right, John, speller number 45 to our microphone.
Hello, my name is John Gabriel de la Cruz, and I'm proudly representing Corporate Landing Middle School.
Your word is cockatoo.
Cockatoo. Could I get the origin of the word?
It's from a word that went from Malay to Dutch.
Okay. Cockatoo. C-O-C-K-A-T-O-O. Cockatoo.
Correct.
And speller number 46 is Amber. Come on up, Amber.
Hello, my name is Amber Fredenberg, and I'm representing Spratly Gifted Center.
Your word, Amber, is aspen.
Aspen. A-S-P-E-N. Aspen.
Correct.
Denise is speller number 47. Hello, Denise. Denise, come on down.
Hello, my name is Denise Copeland, and I am proud to represent An Achievable Dream Midland High School.
Your word is geothermal.
Geothermal. G-E-O-T-H-E-R-M-A-L. Geothermal.
Correct.
And speller number 48, Avery. Hi, Avery. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Avery Hatchell, and I'm proud to represent St. John the Apostle Catholic School.
Your word, Avery, is powwow.
Powwow. P-O-W-W-O-W. Powwow.
Correct.
And Foxy, come on down, first and last name and where you go to school.
Hi, my name is Foxy Ramos, and I go to Huntington Middle School.
Foxy, your word is grabble.
Gravel or?
Grabble.
Grabble. G-R-A-B-B-L-E.
Correct.
All right, and speller number 50, Sophia.
Hello, my name is Sophia Roberto, and today I'm proudly representing Princess Anne Middle School.
Sophia, your word is foyer.
Foyer. May I have a country of origin, please?
It's from French, which formed it from a Latin word.
Foyer. F-O-Y-E-R. Foyer.
Correct.
And we turn now to Max, speller number 51.
I am Max Bloat, and I am representing Lynn Haven Middle School.
Max, your word is crescent.
Crescent. C-R-E-S-C-E-N-T. Crescent.
Correct.
Nora, speller number 52. Let's find out about you.
I am Nora Klingen-Pio, and I represent Atlantic Shores Christian School.
Your word is grotto.
Could I have the language of origin, please?
It's from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Grotto. Grotto. Grotto.
Correct.
And Sachita, your speller number 54. Let's hear about you.
I'm Sachita Tiwari, and I'm representing Kip Gaston College Prep.
Your word is Dracula.
Dracula. Dracula. Dracula.
Correct.
Adam, speller number 55. Come on up.
I'm Adam Gillette, representing Yorktown Middle School.
Adam, your word is caboose.
Caboose. C-A-B-O-O-S-E. Caboose.
Correct.
And Jairus, your speller number 56, so we'll find out all about you.
Hello, my name is Jairus Crosby, and I'm representing Jones Middle School.
All right, your word is belladonna.
Belladonna. B-E-L-L-A-D-O-N-N-A. Belladonna.
Correct.
Shuktika, your speller number 58, and we'll find out all about Shuktika.
Hi, my name is Shuktika Yadav, and I'm representing Great Neck Middle School.
And your word is embargo.
Embargo. May I have the language of origin?
It's from a word that went from Latin to Spanish.
Embargo. E-M-B-A-R-G-O. Embargo.
Correct.
Samantha, speller number 59. Come on down.
Hi, my name is Samantha Caringle, and I'll be representing Larkspur Middle School.
All right, Samantha, this word has a homonym. The word is hurdle. It is a noun, and it is an artificial barrier over which humans or horses leap in a race.
Could you please repeat the word? Hurdle. H-U-R-D-L-E. Hurdle.
Correct.
Bianca, speller number 60.
My name is Bianca Rivera, and I'm representing Hugo Owens Middle School.
And your word, Bianca, is jovial.
Jovial. J-O-V-I-A-L.
Correct.
All right, Mary Turner, let's hear your full name, where you go to school.
My name is Mary Turner Schiff, and I go to Cape Henry Collegiate.
Your word then is coyote.
Coyote. Can you define it, please?
I'm sorry?
Can I have the definition, please?
Yes, it is a carnivorous mammal of North America that's closely related to but smaller than the wolf. It has a narrow, pointed muzzle and triangular ears. It hunts singly or in small groups, and it's known for its various distinctive vocalizations such as barks, yips, and howls.
Okay. Coyote. C-O-Y-O-T-E. Coyote.
Correct.
And Aaliyah, your speller number 62.
I'm Leah Oakley, and I'm representing Academy for Sky Lakewood.
Your word is mahi-mahi.
Mahi-mahi. M-A-H-I-M-A-H-I.
Correct.
Mahi-mahi.
And let's hear from Clifton, whose speller number 63.
My name is Clifton Ward, and I proudly present Hines Middle School.
Your word is cummerbund.
May I have an origin?
It's from a word that went from Persian to Hindi.
Can I have a definition?
It's a waistband worn in place of a vest with men's dress clothes.
May I use it in a sentence?
The bride wanted the groom's cummerbund to match the pale pink of her flowers.
Am I saying it correctly? Cummerbund?
Say it.
Cummerbund?
It sounds correct.
Cummerbund. C-U-M-B-E-R. Wait, may I redo it?
Yes.
Cummerbund. C-U-M-M-E-R-B-U-N-D. Cummerbund.
It's incorrect. I see you started. Incorrect.
Trevor, speller number 64.
My name is Trevor Hubbard, and I'm representing the John F. Kennedy Middle School Wolverines.
Your word is discipline.
Discipline. D-I-S-C-I-P-L-I-N-E.
Correct.
And let's hear from Addison, speller number 65.
Hi, my name is Addison Audi, and I'm representing Greenbrier Christian Academy.
Your words, Addison, is sumo.
Sumo. S-U-M-O, sumo.
Correct.
And Joshua, number 66, come on up to the mic.
My name is Joshua Maravellis, and I'm representing Elizabeth City Middle School.
Your word is falsetto.
Falsetto. F-A-L-S-E-T-T-O.
Correct.
And Preston, number 67. Let's
My
find
name
out
is
about
Preston Mullins, and I'm representing Young Musicians of Virginia Homeschool Association.
Your word is igneous.
Igneous. Language of origin, please.
Latin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one.
Igneous. I-G-N-E-O-U-S. Igneous.
Correct.
And wearing number 68, here's Cadence.
My name is Cadence Weston, and I'm proud to represent Indian River Middle School.
Your word is diatribe.
Language of origin?
It is from the Greek.
Can you use it in a sentence?
After supper, Deirdre launched into her familiar diatribe against commercial television.
Definition?
It is a bitter, abusive, and usually lengthy speech or piece of writing.
Can you repeat the word?
Diatribe.
Diatribe. Does that sound correct? Diatribe? Diatribe?
It's diatribe.
Diatribe. Diatribe. D-I-A-T-R-I-B-E. Diatribe?
Correct.
And with that, we conclude round one of today's Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO. A number of our spellers today are very athletic. Those sports include soccer, volleyball, basketball, tennis, baseball, and swimming. Everybody's doing swimmingly. We'll be right back after this break.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
I've got a big bin, it's for recycling, and I can fill it up with stuff I've already used. A big trunk takes them away, and hooray, in just a couple of months they'll become something new. Paper bottles and cans, go ahead and recycle them. Toss them in the bin once you clean and flatten them. Boxes, I break them down. Bottles, I rinse them out. Clean cans and paper, I can do this. No plastic bags, no plastic bags. No food and drinks, no food and drinks. No toys, no toys. No foam, no foam. No straws, no straws. And no dogs. Saving the planet starts with yourself.
I grew up in a small American farming town. Didn't have a lot. I lived with 7 siblings in a single wide trailer. I just felt like, why couldn't life be better for me? I remember to this day, I turned on the TV and saw Les Mis on great performances. The music was so powerful. I believed that I can do that. It truly inspired me. Today I have a full-time career, but I also have a dream to sing in a prestigious opera company. It takes work, time, dedication. Sharing my love for music with people gives me joy. PBS helped me think anything's possible. Now I really know what I want in life, and that's singing. PBS gave me the confidence to take a chance on myself.
On with round 2 of today's Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO, and coming back to the microphone is Casey.
Casey, your word for this round is beige.
Beige. B
E I G E. Beige.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, Evan, you're next.
Your word is predicate.
Predicate. Can I have a definition?
It's the part of a sentence or clause that expresses what is said of the subject, and that usually consists of a verb with or without objects, complements, or adverbial modifiers.
Predicate. P-R-E-D-I-C-A-T-E. Predicate.
Correct.
Antonia, come on up.
Your word is henna.
Henna?
Henna.
Henna. Can I get the definition, please?
It's a reddish-brown dye obtained from leaves of the henna plant.
Henna. H-E-N-N-A.
Correct.
And Celine, come on and let's have your word.
Which is Olympian.
Olympian. Can you say it in a sentence, please?
Standing beside the Olympian was a less conspicuous achiever who was glad for his modest honors.
Olympian. O L Y. Can I re-say it?
Sure.
O L Y M P I A N. Olympian?
Correct.
And here comes Ryan. Your word coming up.
Ryan, your word is saxophone.
May I please have a language of origin?
It is from a French word that was formed from a Belgian name plus a Greek-derived element.
Saxophone. S-A-X-O-P-H-O-N-E.
Correct.
And Kirsten, your turn. Come on up.
Your word is Hector.
Hector, could you use in a sentence, please?
Some seniors hector the upperclassmen on the first day of school. Underclassmen, sorry, they hector the underclassmen.
Can you repeat the word?
Hector.
Hector. H E C T O R. Hector.
Correct.
And next up is Sebastian.
Sebastian, your word is Islamic.
Can you give me all the information?
Yes, it is from Arabic. It's an adjective. It means of, relating to, or characterized by the religious faith of Muslims. This is in a sentence. The most central tenets of Islamic doctrine are that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his prophet. There are two pronunciations, Islamic and Islamic.
Can you repeat the word?
Islamic or Islamic.
Islamic. I-S-L-A-M-I-C.
Correct.
And we turn now to Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. Your word is Sierra.
Sierra. S-I-E-R-R-A. Sierra.
Correct.
And come on up, Faith.
Your word is greengage.
Greengage. Greengage. G-R-E-E-N-G-A-G-E.
Correct.
And Nizira, it's your turn.
Your word is dynamic.
Dynamic. D-Y-N-A-M-I-C. Dynamic.
Correct.
David, come on up, get your word.
David, your word also has a homonym. The word is alligator. It's a noun. It is from a word that went from Latin to Spanish, and it means either of two animals having a hard protective case comprising the genus alligator, having a broad head not tapering to the snout, and being in general much more sluggish than the typical crocodile.
Can I have I apologize. Can I have language of origin, please?
Yes, it's from a word that went from Latin to Spanish.
Alligator. A-L-L-I-G-A-T-O-R. Alligator.
Correct.
And following David is Tyler. Come on up, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. Your word is guitar.
Guitar. Origin, please.
It's from a word that went from Greek to Arabic to Spanish and then to French.
Guitar. G-U-I-T-A-R. Guitar.
Correct.
And our next speller is William.
William, your word is linden.
Linden?
Linden.
What is the part of speech?
It's a noun.
What is the definition?
It's a tall forest tree of eastern and central North America.
And the language of origin?
It's originally English.
Linden. Linden. L-I-N-D. O-N.
Incorrect.
And Deanna, your time. Come on now.
Deanna, your word is herbivore.
Herbivore. H-E-R-B-A-V-O-R-E.
Incorrect.
Oh.
And Ishrat, come on up to the microphone.
Your word is ramen. It has a homonym. It's ramen. It's a noun, and it refers to quick cooking egg noodles, usually served in a broth with bits of meat and vegetables. Ramen.
R-A-M-E-N.
Correct.
And next up is Melissa.
Melissa, your word is agnostic.
Agnostic. Am I saying it? Agnostic, is this correct?
Agnostic.
Can I get language of origin, please?
It is from the Greek.
Agnostic. Can I get the definition?
One who is not committed to believing in either the existence or the non-existence of God or a God.
Okay. Agnostic. A-G-N-O-S-T-I-C. Agnostic.
Correct.
And Paris, it's your turn.
Paris, your word is hustings.
Husting?
Hustings.
Hustings?
Yes.
Can I have the origin?
It's from an originally Old Norse word that then passed into English.
Can you use it in a sentence?
After the political conventions, the campaign heated up as each party's nominee took to the hustings with renewed zeal.
Hustings?
Hustings.
H-U-S-T-I-N-G-S. Hustings?
Correct.
And Kiara, time for your word.
Kiara, your word is irony.
Irony. Can I get the origin, please?
It's from originally Greek, and that passed into Latin.
May I please get the definition?
It's a pretense of ignorance and of willing to learn from another, assumed in order to make the other's false conceptions conspicuous by adroit questioning.
Irony. I-R-O-N-Y. Irony.
Correct.
And Lauren, it's your turn. Come on up.
Lauren, your word has a near homonym. The word is lucid. It's an adjective. It means having, manifesting, or marked by full use of one's faculties, oriented, rational, or sane. Lucid.
Okay. Can you please use it in a sentence?
The speaker at the black tie dinner sounded lucid, even though he was wearing a rubber nose and a rainbow wig.
Okay.
Lucid. L-U-C-I-D. Lucid.
Correct.
And here's Demi to the microphone.
Demi, your word is catkin.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
It's from a Dutch word.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Pollen from the catkin Grace picked from the willow bush stained her fingers yellow.
Catkin. C-A-T-G-U-N. Catkin.
Incorrect.
Charlie, coming up to the mic.
Your word, Charlie, is bequeath.
Bequeath. B-E-Q-U-E-A-T-H. Bequeath.
Correct.
And time for Alyssa to come back to the microphone.
And your word is potash.
Potash. Am I saying it right? Potash.
Sounds correct.
Can I have the language of origin?
It is from a Dutch word.
Can I have the definition?
It's potassium carbonate, especially that can be obtained in colored impure form by leaching wood ashes, evaporating the lye usually in an iron container used for boiling or cooking, and heating the residue to a high temperature.
Potash. P-O-T-A-S-H. Potash.
Correct.
And Michaela is our next speller.
Michaela, your word is animosity.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Jordan and her little brother have a close relationship with occasional brief periods of animosity.
Can I have the definition?
It means ill will or resentment tending toward hostile action or smoldering enmity.
Can I get the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Animosity. A-N-I-M-O-S-I-T-Y.
Correct.
And from Michaela, we go to Mariah.
Your word is transect.
Transect. T-R-A-N-S-E-T. Transect.
Incorrect.
Tatum, come on down and spell your word.
Tatum, your word is inferno.
Inferno. I-N-F-E-R-N-O. Inferno.
Correct.
And here comes Helena.
Helena, your word is hosta.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
A hosta is a good choice for planting in a very shady spot.
Country of origin, please?
It is from an Austrian name that went into Latin.
Hosta. Am I saying that right? Hosta?
Hosta.
Okay. H-O-S-T-A.
Correct.
Levi, your turn.
Levi, your word has a homonym. The word is clabbered. It is a noun. It is a narrow board that is usually thicker at one edge than the other, and it's used for weatherboarding outside walls. Clabbered.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
The first part of the word is from Dutch. The second part is from English.
Clabbered. C-L-A-B-B-O-R-E-D. Clabbered.
Incorrect.
And Lila coming up next.
Your word is stoic.
Stoic. S-T-O-I-C. Stoic.
Correct.
And Ian, come get your word.
Which is portfolio.
Portfolio. P-O-R-T-F-O-L-I-O. Portfolio.
Correct.
And here comes Cameron.
And Cameron, your word also has a homonym. The word is hawthorn. It's a noun. It refers to a spring flowering shrub or tree having usually thorny branches, white or pink flowers, and small red fruits. Hawthorn.
May I have the language of origin?
It's originally English.
H-A-W-T-H-O-R-N.
WTHORN.
Correct.
And Kaya, you're next.
Your word is plateau.
Plateau. Origin of the word?
It's from a French word.
May you use it in a sentence?
The Columbia Lava Plateau is located in eastern Washington and Oregon.
Plateau. P-L-A-T-E U.
Incorrect.
And Maisha, come on up and get your word.
Maisha, your word is shogun.
Can I have the language of origin?
It's from a Chinese-derived Japanese word.
Can I please have the definition?
It refers to a military governor of Japan before the mid-19th century revolution with power exceeding the emperor's.
Shogun. S-H-O-G-U-N.
Correct.
And Elijah, come on up.
Elijah, your word is temporal.
Temporal. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-L, temporal.
Incorrect.
And here's Cameron.
Cameron, your word is Sputnik.
Sputnik. May I have the language of origin, please?
It's from Russian.
May I have the definition?
It refers to a man-made object or vehicle intended to orbit Earth, the Moon, or other celestial body, and usually instrumented for the transmission of space data.
May I have it in a sentence, please?
An important use of the Sputnik is to give early warning of enemy missile launches.
Sputnik. S-P-U-T-N-I-K. Sputnik.
Correct.
And Sri Varun, time for your word.
Haiku.
Haiku?
Haiku.
What is the definition?
It's an unrhymed verse form of Japanese origin having 3 lines, containing usually 5, 7, and 5 syllables respectively, referring in some way to one of the seasons of the year.
Haiku. Haiku. H-A-I-K-U. Haiku.
Correct.
And we turn to Julie.
Your word is mutable.
Can you repeat the word?
Mutable.
Can you give me the definition, please?
It's an adjective. It means open to debate or debatable. It's also, I will tell you, it consists of an English part and an English combining form. Mutable.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Mutable.
Mutable. Am I saying it correctly?
It sounds correct.
M-O-O-D-A-B-L-E. Mutable.
Incorrect.
And come on up, John.
Your word is Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. F-R-A-N-K-E-N-S-T-E-I-N. Frankenstein.
Correct.
And here's Amber.
Amber, your word is gondola.
Gondola. G-O-N-D-O-L-A. Gondola.
Correct.
And come on up, Denise.
Your word is hydrology.
Hydrology. H-Y-D-R-O-L-O-G-Y. Hydrology.
Correct.
And our next speller is Avery.
Avery, your word has it could be confused with a similar word. Your word is pundit. It's a noun. It refers to an authority or one who announces judgments, opinions, or conclusions in an authoritative manner, or a critic. Pundit.
Can you say the word again, please?
Pundit.
Pundit? Am I saying it right? Pundit?
It sounds correct.
Pundit. P-U-N-D-I-T. Pundit.
Correct.
And our next speller is Foxy.
Foxy, your word is kahuna.
Can I get the definition, please?
It's a master of Hawaiian religious lore and ceremony.
All right. Kahuna. K-A-H-U-N-A.
Correct.
And Sophia, come on and get your word.
Your word is, this could be confused with a similar word. So the word is topography. It's a noun, and it is the art or practice of graphic delineation in detail, usually on maps or charts of selected natural and man-made features of a place or a region, especially in a way to show their relative positions or elevations. Topography.
May I have a language of origin, please?
It is from Greek.
Topography. T-O-P-O-G-R-A-P-H-Y. Topography.
Correct.
And here's Max to the mic.
Max, your word could be confused with another similar word. The word is jackal. It's a noun, and it is any of small wild dogs of the Old West, less daring than wolves, sometimes hunting in packs, but more usually singly or in pairs and feeding on carrion and small animals. Jackal.
Jackal. J-A-C-K-A-L. Jackal.
Correct.
And time for Nora to come back to the mic.
Hi, Nora. Your word is obstinate.
Could I please have the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Can I just have all the information, please?
You can. It's an adjective. It means pertinaciously adhering to an opinion, purpose, or course, not yielding to reason, arguments, or other means. And in a sentence, Franklin has missed at least 2 promotions because he is so obstinate about doing things his own way.
Obstinate, is that a correct pronunciation?
Say it again.
Obstinate?
Obstinate.
Okay. Obstinate. O-B-S-T-I-N-A-T-E, obstinate.
Correct.
And here's the cheetah.
And Sachita, your word also could be confused with a similar word. Your word is rotunda. It's a noun. It is a round building, especially one that is both round inside and outside and covered with a dome. Rotunda.
Can I please have the language of origin?
It's from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
R-O-T-U-N-D-A?
Would you spell it again?
R-O-T-U-N-D-A.
Yeah, correct.
And come on up to the mic, Adam.
Semantics.
Could I have the definition, please?
It's the study dealing with the relations between signs and what they refer to. The relations being between the signs of a system and human behavior in reaction to those signs.
Semantics?
Semantics.
Semantics. S-E-M-A-N-T-I-C-S. Semantics.
Correct.
And our next speller is Jairus.
Your word is persimmon.
May I have the definition, please?
It's a medium-sized tree of the southern and eastern United States with hard, fine-grained wood, oblong leaves, and bell-shaped flowers, followed by an orange, several-seeded berry that is edible when fully ripe, but usually extremely astringent when unripe. Persimmon.
Persimmon? Persimmon?
Persimmon.
Persimmon?
It's persimmon.
What is the language of origin?
It's from Algonquin.
Am I saying it right? Persimmon?
That sounds correct.
Persimmon. P E-R S-I-M-M-O-N, persimmon.
Correct.
And Shuktika, come on down and get your word.
Your word is enthusiasm.
Can you repeat the word?
Enthusiasm.
May I have the definition?
It's strong excitement of feeling on behalf of a cause or a subject, ardent zeal or interest or fervor.
Enthusiasm. E-N-T-H-U-S-I-A-S-M, enthusiasm.
Correct.
And now let's hear from Samantha.
Samantha, your word could be confused with another word. The word is langosta. It's a noun. It's a South or Central American spiny lobster.
We have the language of origin.
It's a word that went from Latin to Spanish.
Langosta. L-A-N-G-O-S-T-A, langosta.
Correct.
And coming up next is Bianca.
Bianca, your word is nirvana.
Nirvana. Can I have the definition, please?
It's a place or state of rest, harmony, or pleasure.
Nirvana. N-I-R-V-A-N-A, nirvana.
Correct.
And come on up, Mary Turner.
Mary Turner, your word is pumpernickel.
Can you define it, please?
Yeah, it's a sourdough bread made with rye and wheat flours.
And what's the language of origin?
It's originally German.
Okay. P-U-M-P-E-R-N-I-C-K-E-L, pumpernickel?
Correct.
Our next speller, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, your word is analysis.
May I have all the information, please?
It's a word that was originally Greek. It passed into Latin. It's a noun. It refers to a detailed examination of anything complex, like a novel or an organization, made in order to understand its nature or to determine its essential features. Analysis.
Analysis. A-N-A-L-Y-S-I-S. Analysis.
Correct.
And come on up, Trevor.
The word is vendetta.
Vendetta. V-E-N-D-E-T-A.
Incorrect.
Addison is our next speller.
Addison, your word is Kremlin.
Kremlin. K-R-E-M-L-I-N. Kremlin.
Correct.
And now let's hear from Joshua.
Joshua, your word is syntax.
Syntax. S-Y-N-T-A-X.
Correct.
And following Joshua is Preston.
Preston, your word is juggernaut.
Juggernaut, language of origin, please.
It's from a word that went from Sanskrit to Hindi.
Could I have the definition, please?
It refers to a massive, unyielding force or object that advances irresistibly and crushes whatever is in its path.
Juggernaut. J-U-G-G-E-R-N-A-U-T. Juggernaut.
Correct.
And our final speller for this round is cadence.
Cadence, your word could be confused with another word. So the word that you're going to spell is Autobahn. It is a noun. It refers to a German, Swiss, or Austrian expressway. Autobahn.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Klaus pulled his Mercedes-Benz over to the side of the Autobahn to read the map.
Language of origin?
It's from a Greek-derived German word plus a German word.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Autobahn.
Autobahn. Did I say that right? Autobahn?
Sounds correct.
A-U-T-O-B-O-N, Audubon.
Incorrect.
And we come to the end of round 2, and just a reminder that today's Bee is streaming live at WHRO.org. You can join in the Bee conversation on the WHRO Education Facebook page. And we'll be right back. Watch the Bee. Join us.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
An official message from Miss O.
Hi, my name is Grayson, and my favorite WHRO kids show is Odd Squad because they use a lot of science and math to solve their problems, and they're really funny.
Anything that's symmetrical?
Like your name. I am a WHRO kid, and when you support WHRO, you give kids like me a chance to shine. Plant City was saved in time for some trick-or-treating. The end.
Listen up, it's Scoop Dog Sam.
Yeah. Woof, woof. I'm Scoop Dog Sam, and I'm here to drop some knowledge on you. I may be man's best friend, but let's not pretend that you love everything I do. I need a little help picking up after myself, and that's where you come in. So when I decorate the lawn, you can bag it and trash it before decomposition begins. Break it down. There's a bunch of bad bacteria in every mess I made, but you got the skills to stop the stink from getting to our waterways.
All you gotta do is grab a bag.
Hey,
watch your step and scoop the poop. When you're hanging out with your canine pals, follow the funk and scoop the poop. Scoop doggy dog.
Wolf.
I'm here with Marisa Porta, the executive editor for the Virginian-Pilot. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about why this is important for the Pilot to be a part of this.
The Pilot's been a part of this for 12 years. It's an opportunity for us to show our commitment to education and young people in our community. We are excited to continue this partnership with WHRO every year. It is amazing what these kids do every year here.
And this is just one of several educational initiatives that the Pilot's involved in.
Yes, we have two big initiatives each year, the Bee being one where we focus on, allowing these young people to talk about grammar and spelling, and also to work on their confidence, which is really important as they grow up. And then the second one we have is the Scholastic Achievement, which will be later in the year, and then we celebrate kids whose high school careers, the community achievements that they're doing, and we bring them together in an event, and they get some scholarships, and we celebrate all of the good work they do in our community.
What's it been like for you being here today?
I will say it is an exciting opportunity. I feel bad for the kids when they don't spell things right. I'm right there with their parents in their other room, and then the kids who do, you're cheering in your heart for them. Let's go on to the next one. So I hope that one of our winners will go on to the National Bee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Reporting from the sidelines, Raymond, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. How are you doing at home on these words? Pretty tough words, aren't they? But we've got some great champions here today. We're going to start round 3 now, and Casey is coming back to the microphone.
Hi, Casey. Your word for this round is resin.
Resin. May I have the definition, please?
Yes, sir. It is any of a large class of synthetic products that have some of the properties of natural plant secretions and that are used chiefly as plastics in varnishes and other coatings and in adhesives.
Resin. Am I saying it correctly?
It sounds correct.
Okay. Resin. R-E-S-I-N.
Correct.
And come on down, Evan, for your word.
You have a near homonym in your word, which is buttress. It is a noun It is a projecting structure of masonry or wood for supporting or giving stability to a wall or buildings, but sometimes serving chiefly just for ornament. The word is buttress.
Can I have the language of origin?
It's from a Germanic-derived French word that then became English.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The buttress is associated especially with Gothic architecture.
Buttress?
That sounds correct.
B-U-T-T-R-E-S-S.
Correct.
And our next speller is Sanaya.
And you also have a word that could be confused with a similar word. Your word is Natalie. It's an adverb, and it means in a trimly, neat, and tidy manner or smartly. Natalie.
Natalie. Can I get it in a sentence, please?
The door was answered by a Natalie-dressed butler.
I'm saying Natalie.
That sounds correct, yes.
Natalie. Wait, what's the language of origin?
It consists of a part that is perhaps from a word that went from French to English, plus an English combining form.
Natalie. N-A-T-A-L-I-E.
Incorrect.
And Celine, you're up next.
Your word is amative.
Say that again.
Amative.
Amative? Am I saying that correctly?
Amative.
Amative. Amative. A M A T I V E.
Correct.
And Ryan, coming up for your word this round.
Ryan, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is beseech, and it's a verb meaning to address oneself earnestly to. Beseech.
Besiege. B-E-S-I-E-G-E.
Incorrect.
Kirsten, your turn.
Kirsten, your word is crucible.
Can I have all the information, please?
It is probably from a French word which passed through Latin before becoming English. It's a noun. It refers to a vessel or melting pot that's used for melting and converting to a powder or to a friable state, a substance like metal or ore, which requires a high degree of heat. In a sentence, Clyde began the experiment by dumping the collected samples into a crucible.
Crucible, am I pronouncing this correctly?
Say it.
Crucible?
It sounds correct.
Crucible. C-R-U-S-A-B-L-E, crucible?
Incorrect.
Sebastian, come get your word, please.
Sebastian, your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is drudgery. It's a noun. It means dull, fatiguing, and unrelieved work or expenditure of effort. Drudgery.
Can you give me the rest of the information?
Sure. It's originally an English word. The sentence is, Celia welcomes any new invention that helps take some of the drudgery out of housework.
Drudgery, am I saying it right?
Say it.
Drudgery?
Drudgery.
Drudgery. Drudgery. D-R-U. G-E-R-Y.
Incorrect.
And Victoria, it is your turn.
Your word, Victoria, is nepotism.
Can I please have a definition?
It means favoritism shown to nephews and other relatives, as by giving them positions because of their relationship rather than based on their merits.
Can you please pronounce it again?
Nepotism.
N-E-P-O-T-I-S-M, nepotism?
Correct.
And now let's hear from Faith.
Faith, your word is intolerable.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
It's from Latin.
Intolerable. I-N-T-O-L-E-R-A-B-L-E.
Correct.
And coming up next is Nizira.
Nizira, your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is critique. It's a noun and it means an examination of a thing or a situation, like a work of art or some literature, with a view toward determining its nature and limitations or its conformity to standards. The word is critique.
Critique? Are you using a sentence?
The director pretended not to be bothered by the famous reviewer's scathing critique of his new film.
C-R-I-T-I-Q-U-E?
Correct.
And come on up, David.
David, your word could also be confused with a similar word. The word is folate. It's a noun, and it refers to a yellow or yellowish orange crystalline vitamin of the vitamin B complex that's required for normal production of red blood cells and occurs chiefly in green leafy vegetables. Folate.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
None.
Folate. F-O-L-A-T-E, folate?
Correct.
And Tyler, coming up to the mic.
Tyler, once again, your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is miasma. It is a noun. It refers to a heavy vaporous emanation or atmosphere. Miasma.
Origin, please.
It's from an originally Greek word that passed into Latin.
Miasma. Use it in a sentence, please.
Sarah and Ludo couldn't wait to escape from the miasma that surrounded the bog of eternal stench.
Miasma. M-Y-A-S-M-A. Miasma.
Incorrect.
And Ishrat, your turn again.
Your word is deceitful.
Can I have all the information of the word?
Sure. It's a word that consists of an English part and an English combining form. It's an adjective. It means dishonest. The sentence is, the Better Business Bureau warned Jasper of the awning company's deceitful business practices.
May I please have the origin again?
It consists of an English part and an English combining form.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
D-E-C-E-I-T-F-U-L?
Correct.
And Melissa, it's your turn.
Your word is symposium.
Can I get the language of origin?
It is a word that went from Greek to Latin.
Symposium, am I saying this correctly?
Sounds correct.
Symposium.
Symposium.
Symposium. S-Y-M-P-O-S-I-U-M. Symposium.
Correct.
And once again, it's Paris.
And Paris, your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is a freight. It's a verb, and it means to hire or charter a ship for the transportation of goods or cargo. A freight.
A freight?
A freight.
A freight, is that correctly? A freight?
Yes, that sounds correct.
Can I get the origin?
It's a modification of a French word that was formed from a Latin element plus an originally Dutch element.
Could you use it in a sentence?
To save on transportation costs, Nestor will freight a boat to take his furniture to Hawaii instead of sending it by air.
A freight. A-F-F-R-A-T-E, a freight.
Incorrect.
And Kiera, come on down and get your word.
Your word is ideologist.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Kevin fancied himself an ideologist, but his mom didn't think that brainstorming jingles for cat litter qualified himself as such.
Language of origin, please.
It came from a French word.
Ideologist, am I saying that correct? Ideologist?
That sounds correct.
Ideologist. I-D-I-O-L-O-G-I-S-T. Ideologist.
Incorrect.
And Lauren to the microphone.
Lauren, your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is yeanling. It's originally English. It's a noun. It refers to a lamb. Yeanling.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The farmer explained to the children that the yeanling would require several pounds of wool during its lifetime.
Okay. Yeanling. Y-E-A-N-L-I-N-G.
Correct.
And here's Charlie.
Charlie, this word has a near homonym. The word is daubster. It is a noun, and it refers to a bungler in painting.
Could you please repeat the word?
Daubster.
Daubster. Am I saying that right?
Daubster.
Daubster?
Yes.
Daubster. D-O-B-S-T-E-R. Daubster.
Incorrect.
Alyssa, come get your word.
Your word, Alyssa, is lurid.
Can I have all the information, please?
It's from Latin. It's an adjective, and it means wan or ghastly pale in appearance. Jessie was frightened by the lurid figures at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, especially the one of Jack the Ripper. Lurid.
Lurid. L-U-R-I-D. Lurid.
Correct.
And here's Michaela.
Michaela, your word is avaricious.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Previously avaricious, Ben now lives by the motto, you can't take it with you.
The definition?
It means inordinately desirous of accumulating wealth, often merely just to hoard it.
Avaricious. Is that correct? Avaricious.
It sounds correct.
Avaricious. A-V-E-R-I-C-I-O-U-S. Avaricious.
Incorrect.
And Tatum, come on up.
And Tatum, your word could be confused with a similar word. This word is acculturation. It is a noun. It means the cultural modification of an individual, group, or people by adapting to or borrowing traits from another group's customary beliefs or social forms. Acculturation.
Acculturation. A-C-U-L-T-U-R-A-T-I-O-N. Acculturation.
Incorrect.
Elena, it's your time at the microphone.
Elena, your word is purslane.
Country of origin, please.
It's from a word that went from Latin to French to English.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Roberta ordered a delicious salad of purslane and other greens at the cafe.
Purslane. P-E-R-S-L-I-N.
Incorrect.
And our next speller is Lila.
Lila, your word is jocundity.
Can I have all the information, please?
It's from Latin, it's a noun, and it refers to the quality or state of being cheerful and lively. The sentence is Clifton's Monday morning jocundity was contagious.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Jocundity.
Jocundity?
Jocundity.
What was the language of origin again?
It's from Latin.
Jocundity. J-O. Can you repeat the word again, please?
Jocundity.
Jocundity. J-O-K-U-N-D-I-T-Y.
Incorrect.
And let's bring up Ian.
Ian, your word has a homonym. The word is lupus. It's a noun. It is a chronic inflammatory autoimmune disease of connective tissue that occurs chiefly in women and is typically characterized by fever, skin rash, fatigue, and joint pain. The word is lupus.
May I have the origin?
It's from Latin.
Lupus. L-U-P-I-S-E. Lupus.
Incorrect.
Cameron, your time at the microphone.
Cameron, your word is innumerable.
Innumerable. May I have the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Innumerable. I-N. May you repeat the word, please?
Innumerable.
May I restart?
You may.
I-N-U-M-E-R-A-B-L-E.
Incorrect.
Maisha, your turn.
Maisha, your word could be confused with another word. It is nubilous. It's an adjective. It means cloudy, foggy, or misty. Nubilous.
Can I have the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Can I have the definition?
It means cloudy, foggy, or misty.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Renata stared out at the nubulous sky and longed for a little bit of sun.
Nubulous. N-U-B-E-L-O-U-S.
Incorrect.
And here's Cameron, our next speller.
Your word is logarithm.
Logarithm. Would you use it in a sentence, please?
Sure. When the math teacher said that 4 is the logarithm of 16 to the base 2, half of the class actually understood what she was saying.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
It was formed in Latin from Greek elements.
May I have the definition, please?
Sure. It's the exponent that indicates the power to which a number must be raised to produce a given number.
May you repeat the word?
Logarithm.
L-O-G. E-R-I-T-H-U-M. Logarithm.
Incorrect.
Shrivaroon, to the microphone. Your turn.
And your word is histoplasmosis.
Histoplasmosis. May I please have the definition?
It's a disease that is caused by infection with a fungus and is marked by benign involvement of lymph nodes, usually without symptoms, or by severe involvement of the lymph nodes with fever, anemia, and leukopenia. Histoplasmosis.
Histoplasmosis. May I please have the origin?
It's formed from originally Greek parts.
Histoplasmosis. 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 Histoplasmosis.
Correct.
And here's John coming back to the microphone.
And your word is veritable.
Veritable. Can I get all the available information?
Yes, it's from a word that went from Latin to French. It's an adjective, and it means not false, unreal, imaginary, or metaphorical. Used in a sentence, Tommy's family often looks back at the 2017 Thanksgiving gravy incident as a veritable disaster.
Veritable. V-E-R-I-T. Can I start over?
Sure.
V-E-R-I-T-I-B-L-E. Veritable.
Incorrect.
And Amber, it's your turn.
Amber, your word is necrotic.
Necrotic?
Necrotic.
Necrotic. Is there an alternate pronunciation?
Necrotic.
So, necrotic, is that right?
Say it.
Necrotic.
That sounds correct.
N-A-C-R-O-T-I-C. Necrotic.
Incorrect.
Denise, coming up to the microphone.
Denise, your word is congeniality.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Congeniality.
Could I have the language of origin, please?
It consists of originally Latin parts.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Congeniality.
Could you use the word in a sentence, please?
Captain Schreiner fostered a spirit of congeniality between the officers and the enlisted men.
Could I have the definition, please?
It means affinity of spirit or temperament, mutual agreeableness.
Congeniality. C-O-N-G-E-N-U-A-L-I-T-Y. Congeniality.
Incorrect.
And our next speller is Avery.
Avery, your word is credo.
Please say the word again.
Credo.
What is the definition?
It's a strongly held or frequently affirmed belief or conviction, especially a generality or system adopted as a guide to action or achievement. Credo.
What is the origin?
It's a word that came to English from Latin.
Can you please say the word again?
Credo.
Credo. C-R-E-E-D-O. Credo.
Incorrect.
And come on back up, Foxy.
Foxy, your word for this round is implicative.
Can I get the origin?
It consists of an originally Latin part plus an English combining form.
Implicative?
Implicative.
All right. Implicative. I-M-P-L-I-C-A-T-I-V-E.
Correct.
And our next speller is Sophia.
Sophia, your word is monocrat.
Can you please repeat the word?
Monocrat.
May I have all the information, please?
It consists of two originally Greek parts. It's a noun, and the definition is one who governs alone. Used in a sentence, J.C. ruled the toddler's playroom with the sole authority of a monocrat.
Monocrat. M-O-N-A-C-R-A-T. Monocrat.
Incorrect.
And for our next word, here's Max.
Max, your word has a near homonym. The word is nomenclature. It's from the Latin, it's a noun, and it means the collective names given to or borne by places in a particular region or area. Nomenclature.
Nomenclature. N-O-M-E-N-C-L-A-T-U-R-E.
Correct.
And here's Nora for her word.
Hey, Nora, your word is municipal.
Can I please have all the information?
It's from Latin. It's an adjective. It means of or relating to a primarily urban political unit, like in a town or a city, having corporate status and usually powers of self-government. The sentence says, property taxes in most U.S. states are set by municipal governments.
Municipal, am I saying that correctly? Municipal?
Municipal.
Municipal. M-U-N-I-C-I-P-L-E. Municipal.
Incorrect.
Sachita, your time at the mic.
Wait a minute. All right, your word could be confused with a similar word. It's incumbency. It's a noun, and it means the sphere of action or period of office of the holder of an office or position. Incumbency.
May I please have the part of speech?
It's a noun.
Language of origin?
It's from a word from Latin plus English combining forms.
Can you repeat the word, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat the word, please?
Incumbency.
Incumbency? I-N-C-O-M-B-E-N-C-I-N-G.
Incorrect.
And come on up, Adam.
Adam, your word also has a near homonym. The word is varicose. It's an adjective, and it means abnormally swollen or dilated. Varicose.
Could I have all the information, please?
It's from a Latin word. It refers to extreme cases of varicose veins can require surgical treatment. It means abnormally swollen or dilated. There's an alternative pronunciation, varicose.
Varicose? Varicose?
That sounds correct.
Varicose. V-E-R-A-C-O-S-E. Varicose.
Incorrect.
Jairus, time for your word.
Your word could be confused with a similar word, so let me give you the word. It's compendium. It's a noun that means a work treating in brief form the important features of a whole field of knowledge or subject matter category. The word is compendium.
What is the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Compendium, am I saying it right? Compendium?
That sounds correct.
Compendium. C? O? Compendium or compendium?
Compendium.
Compendium. C? O? M? P? E-N-D-I-U-M. Compendium.
Correct.
And Shuktika, come on up to the microphone.
Your word is Arabica.
Can you repeat the word?
Arabica.
May I have the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Arabica? Am I saying it right?
Arabica.
Arabica.
Say that?
Arabica.
Arabica.
Arabica. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are not.
What's the definition?
It's the high-quality coffee seeds of an evergreen shrub or tree that form a large portion of the coffee commerce.
Can you repeat the word?
Arabica.
Arabica.
It's Arabica.
Arabica.
Say it again.
Arabica.
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 Yes.
A-R A-B I K-H-A.
Incorrect.
Samantha, it's your turn.
Samantha, your word is marmoreal.
Can you give me the definition?
It means made of marble.
What's the language of origin?
The first part of the word is from an originally Latin word. The second part is an English combining form.
Could you please repeat the word?
Marmoreal.
Marmoreal? M A R M O R I A L.
Incorrect.
And here's Bianca.
All right, your word has a homonym. The word is banquette. It's a noun. It means a built-in upholstered bench along a wall or partition, like you see in restaurants. Banquette.
Could I have all the information, please?
It's an originally Germanic word in origin. It went from Old Provençal to French before becoming English.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Banquette.
Banquette. Am I saying that right? Banquette?
Say it.
Banquette.
Banquette.
Banquette. B-A-N-Q-U-E-T-T-E. Banquette.
Correct.
And Mary Turner to the microphone.
Mary Turner, your word also has a homonym. The word is harrier. It is a noun. It means any of various slender hawks with long angled wings and that usually rest on the ground.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
It's originally English.
Can I have the definition again?
It's any of various slender hawks with long angled wings and that usually nest on the ground.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Harrier.
Any alternate pronunciations?
Harrier.
H-E-R-R-I-E-R, harrier.
Incorrect.
Aaliyah, your time to spell.
Aaliyah, your word also has a homonym. The word is Caledonian. It is an adjective. It refers to, relates to Scotland, Scottish, Scots, or Scotch. Caledonian.
May I have all the information, please?
It's from a Latin geographical name plus an English combining form. It is an adjective referring to Scotland, and the sentence reads, Doug bought a thick Caledonian wool sweater as a souvenir of his Edinburgh vacation.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Caledonian.
Can you say the word again?
Caledonian.
Am I saying it correctly? Caledonian?
Say it.
Caledonian?
That sounds correct.
Caledonian. C-A-L-L. May I start over?
Yes.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Caledonian.
C-A-L-L. Caledonian. Caledonian.
Incorrect.
And here's Addison.
Addison, this word could be confused with a similar word. The word is ovoid, and it is an adjective meaning shaped like an egg. Ovoid.
Ovoid. O-V-O-I-D. Ovoid.
Correct.
And coming up, Joshua.
Once again, you have a word with a near homonym. The word is bonsai. It is a noun. It is a potted plant, such as a tree, that is dwarfed by special methods of culture.
Bonsai. B-O-N-S-A-I. Bonsai.
Correct.
And finally, in this round, let's have Preston.
Preston, your word is imperturbable.
Imperturbable?
Imperturbable.
Could I have all the information for this word?
It's from a Latin word. It is an adjective. It means unlikely to be disconcerted, agitated, or alarmed. And the sentence reads, JC's cat was pretty imperturbable, but he still didn't like having his tummy rubbed.
Imperturbable, is that correct?
That's correct. It sounds correct.
Imperturbable. I-M-P. E R T E R B A B L E.
Incorrect.
All right, we're at the end of another round in today's Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO. One of our spellers is performing in the play Little Women tonight after the bee, and another is a patrol leader in his Boy Scout troop and acts in his school's annual theater production. The field is growing smaller. The excitement is building. We're going to take a break, but don't go away. The Spelling Bee continues. Be there for it.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
I was married to Fred Rogers for a little over 50 years.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
PBS was very important to him. He had gone around to check out what was this thing called educational television. And he said, I like it.
Won't you be my neighbor?
It's so important to have those values carried on for every child and every family.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
Hey kids, do you have a brother who always hogs the TV so you can't watch Curious George? Yeah! Well, all that's about to change. Take it away, Professor.
Whew, that's right, Maya. Now you can watch your favorite PBS shows on your mom's phone or your dad's tablet anytime, day or night, by going to WHROkids.org. While you're there, you can play tons of games and find out about cool events around town. How's that for fun?
Mind officially blown.
Get up, get out, and get outside.
Outside my door, there's a world of adventure. So many tiny wonders to see and feel.
It was really important that the first song specifically be a real just get up off the couch and get out there and enjoy what's happening in nature every day. If you don't get out there, you're missing out.
The power of nature is real.
The Batten Environmental Education Initiative is WHRO's project funded by Jane Batten, a local philanthropist, to create a number of educational products related to the environment, including segments like Green Beans.
Get up, get out, and get outside. Paper bottles and cans.
everything from recycling, minimizing the use of straws,
and skip the straw.
Taking care of cleaning up after your dogs.
You know you got to scoop that poop.
When you're writing an educational song, it's a slightly different creative process. It's important that your language is not as poetic, but more a straightforward, spelled out way that kids can digest and understand.
Get up, get out, and get outside.
Educational, engaging, singable, and fun. That's how you deliver a message through music for kids. You have to make it fun.
Magic will pass me by.
Out there where it's cozy. If I'm going to write a song about get outside and make it authentic, then I need to get outside and just sit down and listen for the symphony of nature and figure out like what are those things. One of the reasons to have an instrument along with me is just so that if I'm getting ideas for lines, I can see whether or not the line will fit. Once I have a sufficient personal demo in place, then I send it to my very favorite engineer and producer in the area, Jackie Paolella with Tap Tap Recordings.
Sky actually had a few things going on the song already. So once we get our scratch track down, usually we've got some bass, maybe we have some keys. The song is already there. I feel like sometimes I get to come in on the fun part, which is to kind of like decorate it and make it pretty. Every instrument kind of has its own little vibe.
We invited BJ Griffin to be a part of the project. He's got an amazing voice, ridiculous skills on the cello. The song needed to be very vibrant, catchy, and engaging. BJ's voice was perfect for that.
I was really excited to be a part of a project that brought music and kind of a call to action to bring kids outside. That's my dream, is to use my music to affect people. And once I heard the song and it was kind of sultry and had some really cool harmonies in it, I just knew it was for me, and all magic from there.
Out there with the blooms and the bugs and the smells and the sounds of this world that we love. Out there where it's cozy and green, the magic is calling me.
Oh, hey, BJ, how's your mix? Do you need anything louder,
perfect.
softer?
Jackie, she's usually at the helm and sort of cross-fading things, figuring out what pieces we need to do over.
Just weeding out little errors or being like, can we listen to it again? Take this out, put that back in, let's move this around.
It's pretty nerve-wracking sometimes, but it was really nice to have Sky and Jackie out here. It's really important to be open to collaboration.
Get up, get out.
Having kids in the studio is different.
Having their voices be a part is gonna help encourage that kid listening, oh, this is where I'm supposed to sing.
The magic is calling me.
We try to let them kind of riff a little bit and just like have fun, kind of walk into it on their own.
Writing for education is one thing, but then when you know that you're writing a song that is also going to be animated, things need to pop out that will then inspire the animator and create things that happen visually on screen that kind of get triggered by these lyrics.
Even while Sky is working on the song, she'll send me drafts of the lyrics and I'll look them over and explore the possibilities of what story can be accompanied with that song. My role is really to make it pretty and fun. The way BJ sings this song, there's so much soul to it that I really felt there needs to be a character. First thing that I see, aside from a bird, when I step outside, are squirrels. I really wanted him to be BJ. A great smile, great facial expressions, that hair. Animator's dream.
This is my first time being animated, I believe. I don't know, we might have to change it to blonde now, right?
Animation is, in a way, a form of acting. You're not just taking an inanimate object and making it move, but you're making it come alive. Like to change up where I work, coffee shops. They're just good places to draw, sketching them out. Once I have a full storyboard, I'll edit them into what's called an animatic, a shot-by-shot layout to show the producers what the concept is, and they can ask for whatever changes. So once that gets approved, then I'll start animating.
At some point, he sends me a first demo, like a very rough cut of a video idea. Jackie and I can pull that up on screen in studio and start seeing, okay, at this point in the video, he's got 3 little drops of water. We should create a sound with a bell sound that actually sound like boing, boing, boing.
I can help make the flowers grow.
Kind of neat to be able to actually tailor the music a little bit to some of the video. The producer of the whole project will then add sound effects.
Scuffling of his feet, so I'll add some of that.
It really is such a collaborative experience. It's very quilt-like. I bring the flavor of my song. The vocalist brings the flavor of their voice, and then the engineer brings the flavor of her vision. The animator creates characters, and the producer of the project adds in extra sweetening to make this whole project that hopefully kids feel really excited and inspired by.
The best way to create really strong environmental stewards of the future is to instill good environmental habits early.
It was such a cool environment. I knew it was going to turn out really well.
We have some kind of mind meld going where we get a lot of stuff done and we have a lot of fun.
We all watch the final piece and take a breath.
The natural, organic effervescence that everyone has for the project is so contagious and exciting. It's impossible not to walk away from a day of work on this project and not feel like you're actually making a positive impact on the world.
The magic is calling me.
I'm here on the sidelines with one of today's talented competitors, Sanaya, who is in the 8th grade at Oscar Smith Middle School. Tell me a little bit, Sanaya, what it was like preparing for this.
What it was like preparing for this, I want to thank my librarian. Her name is Ms. Mayfield. She helped me a lot. I love her. We spent hours almost every day practicing it in the library. She gave me mints and refreshments, and we studied, and she was very helpful.
You had to win something at school around. Tell me a little bit about that.
I won my school spelling bee, and it was nerve-wracking because I had a spell out with this boy named Eddie, and we had to go about 5 rounds before somebody won.
Alrighty. And Mom, what was it like for you watching her as she spelled today?
It was nerve-wracking. My heart was racing the whole time. Just hoping that she spelled it correctly.
I can only imagine. So, do you think this is something you'll continue to do, or what?
No, sadly, this is my last year.
For 8th grade? Okay. Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of today. I really appreciate y'all joining me.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Joining me now is Sarah Shapiro, who is the Vice President of Education for PBS. Yes. Alrighty, okay. Now, Sarah, have you ever been in, you have been in a spelling bee before?
I was in my school spelling bee, but I did not get nearly as far as these amazing spellers today. So I very much admire the hard work they put into it.
You know somebody that's gone pretty far.
Yes, I have a friend here who I think she was 2nd place in the West Virginia Spelling Bee in 1995. So she's a spelling bee whiz, but she's here today.
She tell you what it was like, the nervous energy?
She said it was nerve-wracking, so I can only imagine what is going through everyone's minds as they're sitting here in the studio waiting for their next words. So really impressed.
I know a lot of these young people have grown up watching PBS educational programs. Tell us a little bit about what's going on right now.
Yeah, well, we start in the PBS Kids sort of universe, kids 2 to 8, and we're working on formative skills like literacy, so getting ready for the spelling bee, when they're 2 years old, as they learn words and learn how to talk about words and spelling, like Word Girl and other shows like that really start thinking and helping kids with literacy. So it's a big part of the PBS Kids approach, is thinking about how to help kids get prepared for all of the work they'll do in school.
This was your first year as a judge. Was there anything unusual or you found fascinating about the rulings that you didn't know before?
Yeah, I was surprised there isn't a time limit. So kids can stay as long as they want and ask lots of questions about definitions and part of speech and things like that. So, I'm used to games where there's a time limit. So that was a surprise to me. Yeah.
So what has this felt like for you being a part of it?
So much fun. And again, I'm just so impressed with the incredible kids who are here today. So really just impressed with what they've learned, what they're bringing to the table, and the words that they're spelling, because I can't spell all of those words.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sarah Shapiro. I'm Lisa Godley reporting from the sidelines.
I love PBS because at the heart of everything PBS does is education.
I use PBS not only in my home, but also in my classroom.
It's kind of the idea of being the great equalizer for learning and for education.
I'm a lifelong learner, and PBS has always been part of that journey for me.
I love PBS because PBS supports teachers.
They know what works for kids and what's best for kids, and that's why I love PBS.
More of the 2019 Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO. The 2019 Scripps National Spelling Bee is going to take place the last week of May at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center in National Harbor, Maryland. Somebody from here will be there today. And as we begin round 4, once again, it's Casey at the bat.
Casey, your word has a homonym for this round. It is Frankfurt. It is a geographical entry referring to the city and capital of Kentucky on the Kentucky River east of Louisville, Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. F-R-A-N-K-F-U-R-T.
Incorrect.
And Evan, it's your turn to the microphone.
And Evan, your word also has a homonym. The word is core. It's a noun referring to an organized subdivision of the military establishment. Corps.
Corps. C-O-R-P-S. Corps.
Correct.
And Celine, come on back in.
Celine, your word is dowager.
Say that again?
Dowager.
Dowager. Can you give me all information on that word, please?
It's from a French word. It's a noun. It refers to an elderly woman of imposing appearance or dominant personality, often one of the elder women of assured position who tend to set the tone of an assembly, social group, or community.
Dowager. D-O W-E-D-G-E-R?
Incorrect.
And Victoria, it's your turn.
Victoria, your word has a homonym. The word is clairvoyance. It's a noun. It is the act or power professed by certain persons of discerning objects hidden from sight or at a great distance. Clairvoyance.
Am I saying this correctly? Clairvoyance?
That sounds correct.
C-L-A-I-R-V-O-Y-A-N-C-E. Clairvoyance?
Correct.
And come on up, Faith.
Your word also has a homonym. The word is bowl. It's a noun, and it refers to the trunk of a tree. Bowl.
Can I have the language of origin?
It came to English from Old Norse.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Roxanne threw a knife into the old oak's bowl.
Bowl. B-O-L-E.
Correct.
And once again, here's Nazira.
Your word is quadrille.
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 Quadrille. Am I saying it right?
Say it.
Quadrille.
That sounds correct.
Quadrille. Can you use it in a sentence?
The quadrille depends more on the cooperative execution of intertwining figures or floor patterns than on intricate step work.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I'm sorry?
Can you use it in a sentence?
I just did.
Oh.
The quadrille depends more on the cooperative execution of intertwining figures or floor patterns than on intricate step work.
It's quadrille.
Quadrille.
Quadrille. Q-U-A-D-R-E-L-L?
Incorrect.
And come on back up, David.
David, your word is androdite.
Androdite?
Androdite.
Can I have all the information, please?
It's the first part of the word is from a Brazilian name, and the second part is an English combining form. It's a noun. It refers to a garnet of any of various colors, ranging from yellow and green to brown and black. The alternative pronunciation is androdite. The sentence is June's grandmother sent her a beautiful brooch of androdite and pearls.
I apologize, but I didn't hear the language of origin.
It's the first part is from a Brazilian name, and the second part is an English combining form.
Thank you, ma'am. Androdite. A-N-D-R-O-D-I-T. Androdite.
Incorrect.
Thank you.
And Ishrat, your turn.
Your word is jonquil.
May I please have all the information of the word?
The word is from a word that went from Latin to Spanish to French. It's a noun. It refers to a perennial bulbous herb native to southern Europe and northern Africa that has long, slender leaves and is widely cultivated for its yellow or white clustered flowers. The alternative pronunciation is jonquil. And the sentence is a single jonquil in a bud vase adorned each table in the restaurant.
Can I hear the pronunciation again?
Jonquil or jonquil.
Can I have the definition again?
It's a perennial bulbous herb native to southern Europe and northern Africa that has long, slender leaves and is widely cultivated for its yellow or white clustered flowers.
Jonquil, am I saying it right?
Say it.
Jonquil.
It sounds correct.
Can I have the alternate pronunciation again?
Jonquil. Jonquil, jonquil.
Okay. J-E-A-N-Q-U-E-L-L.
Incorrect.
And now to Melissa.
Melissa, your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is anise. It's a noun. It is an herb cultivated for its aromatic seeds. Anise.
Anise. Am I saying it correctly? Anise.
That sounds correct.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Okay. Can I get the language of origin?
It went from Greek to Latin to French to English.
Okay.
It's all
okay.
of them.
Anise. A-N-N-I-S. Anise.
Incorrect.
And come on to the mic, Lauren.
Lauren, your word has a homonym. The word is Occident. It is a noun. It refers to regions or countries lying to the west of a specified or implied point of orientation. Occident.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The term Occident is usually used in opposition to the term Orient.
Can you repeat the word?
Occident.
Occident. Can I have the language of origin?
It's a word that went from Latin to French to English.
Occident. 'Okay. Occident. 'Okay. 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 'Okay.
O-X-Y-D-E-N-T. Oxidant?
Incorrect.
And here comes Alyssa.
Your word is Umbria.
Can I have all of the information, please?
It's an Italian geographical name. It's a geographical entry, and it refers to a region of central Italy in the Apennines mountain chain. Umbria is the only region in Italy that doesn't either have a coastline or border another country. Umbria.
Umbria. U-M-B-R-I-A. Umbria.
Correct.
And Shrivarun, your word.
Your word has a near homonym. The word is goji. It's a noun. It is referring to the dark red, mildly tart berry of a thorny, chiefly Asian shrub that is typically dried and used in beverages.
Goji, may I please have the origin?
It's from an originally Chinese word.
Goji, may I please use it in a sentence?
Ebony described the taste of the goji as somewhere between a raspberry and a cranberry.
Goji. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Goji. Goji. G-O-J-I? Goji?
Correct.
And Foxy, your turn.
Foxy, your word has a homonym. The word is grande dame. It's a noun, and it refers to a lady usually elderly and of great social or professional prestige, of high rank or extremely dignified or imposing manner. Grande dame.
Grande dame? Can I get the origin, please?
It's from French.
Grande dame. Any alternate pronunciations?
There are. It is grande dame.
G-R... Can I start over?
Yes.
G-R-A-N-D-A-M-E.
Incorrect.
And here comes Max.
And Max, your word is acuminate.
Acuminate. A-C-C-U-M-I-N-A-T-E.
Incorrect.
Gareth, come on up. Your turn.
Your word is tinient.
Tinient?
Tinient.
What is the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Tinient?
Tinient.
What's the definition?
It refers to having a clear or ringing quality.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Grandmother's silver knife made a tinient sound when Gerald accidentally dropped it.
Tinient. T? I-N-E-A-N-T, tinient?
Incorrect.
And we turn now to Bianca.
Bianca, your word has a homonym. The word is koto. It is a noun, and it refers to a long Japanese zither that has 13 silk strings. Koto.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Koto.
What is the language of origin?
It's from Japanese.
Koto. K-O-T-O. Koto.
Correct.
And Addison, come get your word.
Addison, your word is polyglot.
Polyglot?
Polyglot.
May I please have the language of origin?
It's from Greek.
Polyglot. P-O-L-Y-G-L-O-T. G-L-A-U-T, polyglot.
Incorrect.
And we bring now to the microphone Joshua.
Joshua, your word is dichondra.
May I have all of the information?
It was formed in Latin from two originally Greek elements. It is a noun. It's a chiefly tropical perennial herb with continuous leaves and very small flowers that's commonly used as a ground cover in the southern United States. The sentence is, Mr. Dupree doesn't like to mow, so he planted his yard with dichondra instead of grass.
Dichondra. D-Y-C-H-O-N-D-R-A.
Incorrect.
And we come to the end of another round. While the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee has been seen here on WHRO TV for 12 years now, the first national bee was seen back in 1946 on NBC. And we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
We truly believe that the Academies of Hampton is directly aligned with preparing young people to be successful in the future. We actually had over 80 business partners who joined us as we were talking about transforming our high schools with our 16 wall-to-wall academies and 44 career pathway options serve as a foundation to provide all of our young people with a wonderful opportunity to learn about themselves, interests that they might have, and to align that with industry and those skill sets. And we also want to make certain that we're focusing in the areas of high demand, high wage jobs and careers. It is a great time to be in Hampton City Schools.
WHRO, owned by 19 school divisions, supported by people like you.
It's round 5 on the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO. The excitement is building, and coming back to the microphone is Evan.
Evan, your word has a homonym. The word is pâté. It's a noun, and it refers to a spread of finely mashed, seasoned, and spiced meat like chicken or goose liver.
Can I have the language of origin?
It was perhaps originally Greek. It did pass through Latin to French before becoming English.
Pâté. P-A-T-E-E, pâté.
Incorrect.
And Victoria, let's try your word for this round.
Victoria, the word is stigmata.
Am I saying this correctly? Stigmata.
That sounds correct.
S-T-I-G, M-A-T-A, stigmata.
Correct.
And come on up, Faith, get your word for round 5.
Faith, your word is parsec. Parsec.
Can I have the language of origin?
It's the first part is originally from a Greek word, and the second part is from an originally Latin word.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The parsec is a unit of length used to measure the distance to galaxies far, far away.
Can I have the definition?
It's a unit of measure for interstellar space equal to 3.26 light years or to 19.2 trillion miles.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Parsec.
Parsec, am I saying it right? Parsec?
Parsec.
Parsec. P-A-R-S-E-C-T.
Incorrect.
And Alyssa, come on up.
Alyssa, your word has a near homonym. The word is rhesus. It's a noun. It refers to a pale brown Indian monkey of active and playful disposition, often kept in zoological gardens and much used in medical research. Rhesus.
Recess. Am I saying it right? Recess.
Rhesus.
Recess.
Rhesus.
Recess. R-E-C-E-S. Recess.
Incorrect.
And Shrivaroon, once again, your turn.
And your word could be confused with a similar word. The word is geanticline. It's a noun and it refers to a great upward flexure of the Earth's crust.
Geanticline?
Geanticline.
May I please, are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are not.
May I please have the origin?
It consists of 3 originally Greek parts.
Can you say the definition again?
It's a great upward flexure of the Earth's crust.
Geanticline. Geanticline. Geantacline.
Incorrect.
And our final speller for this round is Bianca.
Bianca, your word has a near homonym. The word is kibbutz. It's a noun and it refers to a collective farm or settlement in Israel, cooperatively owned and managed by the members and organized on a communal basis. Kibbutz. It's kibbutz.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Kibbutz.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. The first kibbutz was established in 1909 at the southern end of the Sea of Galilee.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Kibbutz.
Kibbutz. Am I saying it right? Kibbutz?
Kibbutz, yes. Sounds correct.
K-I-B-U-T-S, kibbutz.
Incorrect.
And the excitement builds here at the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO. No one is quite sure where the term spelling bee comes from. The term bee refers to a social gathering where people engage in one activity, so that's as good a guess as any. And don't go away. We're going to be right back as we get very close to the end of our Spelling Bee.
Local support for the Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV is provided by Thomas Nelson Community College.
Hi, I'm Mahi. My favorite WHRO kid show is Pinkalicious because she comes up with pinkerific ideas for her friends. I'm a WHRO kid, and when you support WHRO, you give kids like me a chance to shine.
Anything's possible if you imagine it.
It was Wendy Waffle's first day at the breakfast school.
I'm Vivian Howard from PBS's A Chef's Life. Thank you so much for supporting WHRO. For more information on A Chef's Life and other PBS programming, go to WHRO.org.
This is home to me.
My name is Tanjanika, and I am a Arthur fanatic, and I grew up watching Arthur since I was 5 years old. I am a site supervisor for Boys and Girls Club of Philadelphia. My members call me Miss TJ.
Miss TJ watches Arthur.
Arthur for me was everything. So it's been nice to be able to see them being able to pick up a show that I loved when I was a kid. Watching Arthur is a beautiful way for kids to learn about the diversity of friendship. They're all animals, right? And they're all different, but they all embrace their differences. for me, that's more mind-blowing than anything else. And that's what creates the beauty of their friendship and the beauty of the show. And a show like that is super important for the future generation as they navigate a world where they are increasingly embracing the differences of others and to be able to welcome them into their circles. And any child watching the show can identify with that. And I say, hey! Hey!
We came from Puerto Rico. We moved here to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania when I was 4 years old. I come from a very hardworking blue-collar family. My dad was diagnosed with leukemia. I couldn't continue my education and had to focus more on holding a full-time job so I could help pay the bills and support my family. I'm a very curious person. One night I was watching an episode of Nova about genetics and evolution. Fireworks went off in my head thinking, oh yeah, that's something I could do. Why can't I go out and change the world? I decided to go back to school so I could study evolutionary genetics. It looks like I'm gonna be able to pay the bills while going into something where I could achieve my dreams. PBS presented me with an idea that had never occurred to me before. I've never felt such a purpose, and now all I do is dream big.
Hi, I'm Bert Schmidt, President and CEO here at WHRO. As in any competition, a spelling bee has a set of official rules that all spellers must abide by. Since they've already won their local school bees, today's spellers are well familiar with these rules. The rules are very specific and are meant to protect the integrity of the bee and the final result. A few of these rules include spellers who refuse a judge's request to start spelling will be disqualified. Spellers who do not approach the microphone when it's time to receive their next word will also be disqualified. Spellers may ask to start over once they have begun spelling, but they may not change any letters or alter the order of letters given when they first spoke. And obviously, any speller who behaves in an inappropriate or unsportsmanlike manner at any time during the bee will be immediately disqualified. Fortunately, in all of our years of hosting the bee, we've never had to disqualify a speller for this reason, which further demonstrates the dedication and maturity of these young competitors. Spellers remain in the bee until they spell out. There are different rules that apply to the last round of the bee, which we'll describe later this afternoon. You can review the complete set of rules at our website at whro.org/spellingbee. So here we go. Best of luck to each one of our champion spellers.
We have come to the anticipated championship word. A new one-word round will begin. The speller will be given an opportunity to spell the next word on the list. If the speller succeeds in correctly spelling the anticipated championship word in this one-word round, we will have our spelling bee champion. However, if the speller misspells the word in this one-word round, a new round will begin with all the spellers who spelled correctly and incorrectly in the previous round. And now, the anticipated championship word. All right, Victoria, come on up for your anticipated championship word.
Victoria, your word is excoriate.
Am I saying this correctly? Excoriate?
That sounds correct, yes.
E-X-C-O-R-I-A-T-E. Excoriate?
Correct.
And congratulations to Victoria Vidal. You have won the 2019 Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV. Congratulations to Victoria and all of our great students today. Everybody entered a champion. Everybody leaves a champion. I'd like to thank our judges, Bobby Fisher, writer and editor, and our word pronouncer today, Sarah Shapiro, Vice President of Education for PBS, and Shana Gray, Senior Content Editor of the Virginian-Pilot. I'd like to thank especially the parents, too. Great job for those students. Thanks to the Virginian-Pilot, Scripps National, and last but not least, our local Spelling Bee champions. And now here are Bert Schmidt and Marisa Porto.
And we are here with our champion of this year's Spelling Bee. Victoria's with us, and we are excited to have some prizes for you. Marisa Porto from the Pilot will be presenting that award.
Well, we are so excited for you to go to the championships. We wanted to give you your award for the day.
Don't drop it, it's heavy.
And tell you that we will be sending you and a parent to Washington, D.C. to compete in the national championship. And I do have one question to ask you, because I noticed you writing down on your making some notes with your fingers about the spelling words. So I wondered, do you do that? Is that something that you decided to do as part of this?
Yes, that's how I practiced.
Ah, okay. Well, that's great. Well, apparently it paid off. So congratulations to you and your family and your school. That's wonderful. And your school is which school is that?
Virginia Beach Middle School.
Virginia Beach Middle School. So congratulations to Virginia Beach Middle School. You have the champion. Congratulations.
And Victoria, from WHR, we have an iPad mini for you. So that's also part of your prize. I'll hold this because the trophy's pretty heavy. So tell me now, excoriate. Tough word. Did you know it when the judges said it?
No.
So you kind of guessed.
Yeah.
But you most of the words today, did you seem to know, or were you guessing throughout the day?
Both.
Both. So, well, we are excited. You're going to be representing this area in Washington in May at the National Spelling Bee. Congratulations. We'll all be rooting for you. And WHRO is very proud to bring you the 12th year. Oh, is this Mom? Oh, let's stop here. Hold for a second. Mom, come on in. Come on in. You must be very proud of your daughter.
Yes, sir. Very much so.
Were you nervous?
Yes.
A little bit. We were watching you in the room as your reaction throughout the bee today.
Thank you. I'm very proud of her.
Anything you want to say to your daughter?
Congratulations.
You go ahead. You can give her a big hug. So we're very proud to bring you the Virginia-Pilot Spelling Bee for our 12th year. Come back a year from now for our 13th bee, and in May we'll root on Victoria in Washington at the Nationals. Back to you, Raymond.
Okay, thank you, Bert. Thanks, as always, to our production team and our engineering staff and to our volunteers. We could not have done this day without you. This concludes our 2019 Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee on WHRO TV. We'll be back in about 1 year. We want you to be back with us. Thanks to everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Don't stop.
It's time to determine our runner-up champions in today's 2019 Virginian-Pilot Spelling Bee here on WHRO TV. And first at the microphone is Evan.
Evan, your word for this round is adenoiditis.
Can I have all the information?
It is a word consisting of two originally Greek elements. It's a noun. It refers to inflammation of the enlarged masses of lymphoid tissue at the back of the pharynx. The doctor hoped to treat Albert's adenoiditis without resorting to surgery.
Can you repeat the word?
Adenoiditis.
Oh. Adenoiditis. Is that correct?
It sounds correct.
A-D-E-N-O-I-D-I-T-I-S.
Correct.
And Faith coming up to the microphone.
Faith, your word is arbitrage.
Can I have all the information?
It's from a Latin word that became French and then English. It's a noun. It refers to the simultaneous purchase and sale of the same or equivalent security, commodity contract, insurance, or foreign exchange on the same or different markets in order to profit from price discrepancies. The sentence reads, through skillful arbitrage, Constanza doubled her money in 2 weeks.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Arbitrage.
Arbitrage. Am I saying it right? Arbitrage?
Arbitrage.
Arbitrage. A-R-B-A-T-R-A-U-G-E.
Incorrect.
And now to Alyssa.
Alyssa, your word is chinampus.
Can I have the part of speech, please?
It's a plural noun.
Can I have the place of origin?
It's a word that came to English from Mexican Spanish, which took it from Nahuatl.
Is there any other pronunciations?
Chinampus.
Can you repeat the word?
Chinampus, chinampus.
Chinampus. C-H-A-N-A-M-P-U-S.
Incorrect.
And Shivaroon, your word.
Your word has a homonym. The word is elision. It is a noun meaning the running of one ship upon another ship that is stationary. Elision.
Elision? Elision?
Elision.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Elision.
Can you say that again?
Elision.
Elision? Elision.
Elision.
Can I have the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Okay. Elision, am I saying that correctly? Elision?
That sounds correct.
Elision. E-L-I-S-I-O-N?
Incorrect.
And Bianca.
Your word is raclette.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Raclette.
Could I have all the information, please?
It's originally from Latin. It passed through Old Provençal and French before coming English. It's a noun, and it refers to a dish of Swiss origin consisting of melted cheese traditionally served with tiny boiled potatoes and sour pickles.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Raclette.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Raclette.
Raclette. R-O. Could I restart?
Yes.
R-O-Q-U-E-T-T-E.
E-L-L-E-T-T-E.
Incorrect.
All right, we're down to 4 spellers competing for 3rd place, and we're going to begin with Faith.
Homonym. The word is pelmet. It is a noun, and it is a short valance or small cornice for concealing curtain fixtures. Pelmet.
Can I have all the information?
The definition? It's a small valance or short cornice for concealing curtain fixtures.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Pelmet.
Pelmet?
Pelmet.
Pelmet. Can I have the language of origin?
It's probably from a Latin-derived French word.
Pelmet. P-E-L-M-E-T-T-E.
Incorrect.
And Alyssa, come on back up.
Wait. Your word also has a near homonym. The word is lablab. It is a noun. It's a large twining vine that is native to the Old World tropics. It has dark purple stalks of pea-like flowers and edible pods and seeds.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Quinn planted lablab partly for the vibrant color and partly to use for food.
Lablab. Am I saying it correctly?
That sounds correct.
L-A-B-L-A-B. Lablab.
Correct.
And Srivaran, your word.
Your word is oye.
Oh yay. May I please have the definition?
It is used by criers of courts as a command to secure silence and attention before a proclamation.
Oh yay. O-Y-E-Z?
Correct.
And Bianca.
Bianca, your word is fragio.
Could I have all the information, please?
Indeed. The word is a modification of a word that was formed in Portuguese from a part that went from Latin to Old Provençal to Portuguese plus a Portuguese name. It's a noun. It refers to the hard, strong wood of a timber tree of the lower Amazon used in pails and casts. It's also referred to jenny wood. The sentence reads, Jose's new boat has decking made of fragio. There is an alternate pronunciation, which is fragio.
Fragio. Am I saying that correctly? Fragio?
It's fragio or fragio.
Fragio. F-R-E-G-O. Fragio.
Incorrect.
And right back into our next round, and Alyssa is coming back to the microphone.
Alyssa, your word is paterfamilias.
Can I have all the information, please?
The word is from Latin. It's a noun. It refers to the male head of a household. Albert declared himself the paterfamilias for the day and took his younger siblings to the baseball game.
Can you repeat the word?
Paterfamilias.
Paterfamilias. Am I saying it correctly? Paterfamilias.
That sounds correct.
P-A-T-R-I-F-E-R-M-E A-L I-O-U-S, paterfamilias.
Incorrect.
And Srivaran.
Your word is diamide.
Diamide? May I please have the definition?
It is any compound containing two amido groups.
Diamide. May I please have the origin?
It's a word consisting of an originally Greek part plus a part formed in German or French from an originally Egyptian-derived Greek element.
Diamide. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are diamide, diamide.
Diamide. D-I-A-M-I-D-E.
Correct.
And congratulations. Third place to Trevor, and congratulations again to all of our great spellers. Tough words there.